Banky W has always been more than just a ladies' man. From being one of Nigeria's top R&B singers, he has now become one of Nigeria's top music executives. On today's show, he talks about everything, from ladies to scales to Wizkid to EME. Well, I'll not give you all the details. You watch this one and enjoy.
As the tale of the Nigerian entertainment industry evolves, one entertainer stands out as one amongst many. Introduced to the Nigerian public as a slick singer, Olubankole Wellington, more popularly known as Banky W, has over the years shown his dexterity with different acts, including singing, rapping, and more recently, acting. This year, he joined other top Nigerian acts to perform at the prestigious Barclays Center in New York. And he also played lead in The Wedding Party, one of the 8 Nollywood films that screened at the Toronto International Film Festival.
Yeah, it's definitely a good time to be an entertainer. I definitely feel blessed to be part of this generation of Nigerian entertainers, artists, and actors that are kind of showcasing Nigeria to the world in a different light. The One Africa music show in the Barclays Center in New York was so special. We had, I think, 15,000 or so people in New York City. A great mix of Nigerians and other African countries and people from the Caribbean and people from Yankee and all of that, all under one roof, just celebrating predominantly Nigerian music. So it was very much a big deal, and it was very much an honor for me to host and perform at that show. And then, of course, we had the Toronto Film Festival, which is, you know, top 5 film festivals in the world, and they actually brought 8 films from Nigeria to showcase in this year's film festival. Our film, The Wedding Party, actually showcased on the opening night of the film festival, which is really a big deal. So again, I feel honored and privileged, and I'm not just saying that, I really do feel honored and privileged to be part of this group of entertainers that are pushing the movement forward and introducing Nigeria to the world in a different light.
You go farther, like you or one of your siblings could maybe go to Harvard.
While I've always been and will continue to be a predominantly R&B artist, musically I feel like, you know, if I decide that I want to rap or I want to sound a little bit more jazzy-like, or I want to, whatever it is that I want to try musically, I feel like I'm in the comfort zone artistically where, you know, I'm willing to do that and I'm willing to experiment and I'm willing to evolve. I think the greatest artists of our time are people who've been able to kind of evolve and grow and spread their wings over the years and just try different things and come with a new sound or a new vibe every time that you see them. The people who have 20, 30-year music careers, the Madonnas of the world, the Jay-Z's of the world, like they transcend any specific time frame or any specific sound in their genre of music, and they're just able to continue to reinvent themselves.
Taking up a lead role in the highly anticipated Kemi Adetiba-directed Wedding Party came as a surprise to many of his fans. What they didn't know, however, is that this wasn't Banky's introduction to the art.
I be thief, I no be robber.
Okay, thief, robber, please, what's the difference?
Oh, you think this is a joke?
Please. I'm sure my boss didn't mean any harm.
The boys didn't mean any harm. Like I said, I'm not a member of their family.
I understand that you may not like Duni, but you need to understand that I love her, and that is never going to change.
I used to act in the school play, I used to write the school play, I used to direct back from way back then. So that was always part of the plan. And you know, I've always been the kind of person that has looked up to people who are able to do a lot more than just music. So some people are meant to just be artists, and that's what they're good at, and that's what they'll always be, is just this artist person. But the people that I've always looked up to the Jay-Z's of the world, the Dr. Dre's, the Eminems, the Puff Daddies, people like that who, you know, they've made great music, but then they use that as a platform to first and foremost help other people make great music and help other people be successful, but then to branch out. Jay-Z now owns an ad agency, he owns a sports management company, he owns, you know, he's got all kinds of business interests, and the same thing for Dr. Dre. Dr. Dre is a billionaire in US dollars off of making headphones. That's not even off of production, which he's obviously very good at.
Hate the player, just hate the game.
Well, this player is getting married today.
Oh my gosh.
Have fun for me, brothers.
I need a new best man. Fine, Shola, you are now the best man. Please don't make me regret this. What is wrong with you?
I'd been offered scripts before, but it just didn't, sometimes it just wouldn't feel right, or my schedule wouldn't line up, or, you know, whatever the case may be. But when I heard about the wedding party, I was excited about it for a couple of reasons. Number one, Kemi Adetiba is somebody that I've worked with in the music video genre for many years. I mean, dating all the way back to Lagos Party, that's the first project that we did together. But we've done some of my videos, some of my artist videos together. So creatively, we connect. We get each other, we understand how to work with each other. And I have a high level of respect for the creativity that Kemi brings to her pictures. And then when I heard the people that were involved, you know, the Moabudus, I mean, I have a tremendous amount of respect for her. And the rest of the people in the film collective, the Elfike collective, that's Ebony Life, which is Moabudu, Ink Blot, big ups to Nas, Film One with Moses and them, who are doing incredible things with the theater lines that they have. And of course, Koga Entertainment with Uncle Chris. These are all people that I have a tremendous amount of respect for. So when I heard that they were coming together to produce, to jointly produce a film, I was excited about the film, period. And then I heard that they wanted me to audition for a role, which for me was important because I never wanted to be handed something because you're Banky W, oh yeah, just come and star in the film. But we actually went through the same audition process that a ton of other actors went through. And that for me was, I took that process very seriously. I mean, I studied, I memorized my lines, I went over it with my PA many times, like, because I really wanted to earn my way into it, into something like that. And then when you hear the other people that were being casted for the roles, the RMDs, Ireti Doyle, Shola Shobuwale, Ali Baba, Adeswa Itomi, Beverly Naya, I mean, these are Zainab Balogun, Somkele, these are really talented, really people, I mean, actors that are really, really at the top of their game. So for me, it was number one, how do I earn my way into it, which is by auditioning and hopefully slaying my audition. And then number two, can I hold my own amongst this group of ridiculously talented actors? And that was it. And those are that's the kind of scenario that I want to be in, where I'm really faced with the challenge and I'm working and it's not just being taken for granted and just kind of mailing it in or walk through the park. And that's what I ended up in, and I'm grateful for that opportunity.
Hey, it's Banky W.
Banky W grew his brand organically over the years, starting with the creation of his music imprint, Empire Made Music Entertainment. Through this record label, he nurtured young music hopefuls like Wizkid and Scales.
First day of school, we got a lot of plans for you too. EME Records, you know what we about to do. Come out, let's make this music, let's make this money. Okay? EME Records, I'm trusting you guys. Stay focused, no partying in school. Okay? You understand me?
Today, Wizzy stands as possibly the raving Nigerian act with the most international attention. This, however, was after he forced a breakaway from Banky W's music imprint. Banky W reveals that the breakaway wasn't as messy as the media painted it back in 2014.
You know, there was a point where he came and said, you know, he felt like he needed to do things differently, you know, and he wanted to chart his own course. It really wasn't anywhere as bad as what the media would have had people believe. You know, it got to the point where they were photoshopping my profile and attributing tweets to me that I didn't say and doing the same thing to him, which is really sad and sick as a society if people reduce themselves to putting evil, malicious words in your mouth and things that you never said. And that's unfortunate for us as a society, but I guess that's the world that we live in now. It definitely wasn't anywhere as bad as what people or the media or some evil people in the media would have you believe. it was actually pretty peaceful. I mean, there was no real like crazy fight or any slander back and forth as, you know, some stories came up. You know, it was just, we had the conversation and he earned the right to have a seat at the table and decide for himself what he wanted to do. And I've never been the kind of person that would be like, oh, you must stay with me forever. Like, that's not what I'm in it for. God blessed me before anybody that he's brought my way, and God will continue to bless me after they leave. And I actually derive a lot of fulfillment and blessing from being used as a stepping stone, from being the person that people are able to, you know, it's like when I work with people, my prayer is that when they're done working with me, they're better off than they were before.
And as Wizkid gets more international acclaims, he stands as a proud father, watching his son soak in the euphoria of success.
Oh man, I feel like I don't know whether you want to call it a proud uncle or big brother or father or something, but just to know where we started from and to know, you know, really where the whole thing kicked off from and where he was when I saw him that first day that we met, and to where he is now, I couldn't be prouder. I couldn't be happier. I'm so happy for him, and he knows we speak often enough. And you know, I'm very proud that God used me and my company and my partners as a small part in his story of success. You know, that's like a feather in my cap. I'm very honored and proud to have been part of that story, and I wish him nothing but the best. And the same thing for everybody that I've worked with, really.
Banky W also spoke about the controversy surrounding the release of another protege, Scales, from his record label. Under his watch, Scales had gone from a talented rapper to an average singer, and many believed that was the result of Banky W trying to shape his career in the mold of Wizkid's.
No, again, you know, these reports are really unfounded. I think that if anything, I'm not the kind of record label executive that will try and tell an artist what to do. I think that it's artists coming into their own and charting their own, finding their true artistic voice is a beautiful process that I would never try to take away from anybody. So what we try to do as a label is just take the art that you create and improve on it. So we try to, you paint the picture, we just put the frame and the packaging and try and help you sell it and present it to the world. So I've never tried to change the style. You can ask Scales, Scales will tell you. I would never tell him, oh, stop rapping and start singing, or stop singing and stop rapping. All I would say is that whether you choose to sing or rap, be the best at that and do the best possible work, make the best possible art at that. And that's all we require of you. And, you know, so I never did try to change Scales, I would never. And I'm very happy for him too. In fact, I'm on his last single called Nobody's Business, you know, where, you know, we kind of poke fun at people making fun, people looking for negative vibes in our relationship when we're, you know, that's my little brother, man. We're good forever.
With 5 solo albums already to his name, the Lagos party crooner is poised to dropping a 6th LP titled Songs About You.
I'm almost done recording it, but I'm very excited about it. It's probably going to be my most personal album till date. You've heard some of the songs like Made For You and All I Want Is You with Chidima, and most recently Giddy Love. So that album is almost done, or is I'm almost done recording the album. So it'll either be out in November or I'll wait till Valentine's Day. I'm trying to see, it depends on how soon I can finish it.
And as Banky W distinguishes himself as an entertainer par excellence, he inevitably has become a coveted dream man of many young ladies. So much so that some even harass him over social media all the time. Every time he thinks about them, he breaks out into hysteric laughter.
Yeah, the people that said that God told them that I'm their husband.
Yes, very.
Okay, continue.
So, Is he dating anyone now?
Not yet. Still single and still single, yeah.